back to the channel and another episode of How You Want Your Deer Meat Tonight. So what we're going to do tonight is, Michael wanted deer roast. Well, this takes preparation. You can't just decide you want this at 3:30 in the afternoon and make it. So I got all this stuff out this morning and we're going to put it in our slow cooker here. So this is the things you need. A deer roast. We process most of our deer ourselves. The only thing that we don't do is smoked sausage. We bring some of that to the processor, but we cut our own roast out. And so that's what you need. And we always use Dale's. You can use whatever you want, but Dale's is our go-to. Salt and pepper. I told y'all we salt and pepper everything. And then I like it spicy, so I always add some red pepper flakes. Some of the family doesn't really like it spicy, but they deal with it. And then a pack of brown gravy mix or two, whatever you'd like. Our kids really like a lot of gravy on their rice because we eat our deer meat over rice. So I tend to try to make a good bit of gravy. And then we always put carrots and potatoes in. You could put, raw potatoes and raw carrots. If you want to do that, you can. Today I'm doing it quick. Sometimes we do it either way. I'm just using cans today to get it done because we got a lot to do today. So that's what I do. Sometimes I'll add a jalapeno, but I'm not going to today, just for a little extra flavor and spice. But what I'm going to do now is put the deer roast in there with a little bit of water, tiny bit of Dale's, salt and pepper, and let that cook for a few hours. And then I'll be back to show you the rest of the steps. Forgot to mention, since we started early this morning, we can cook it on low and slow. Y'all, how pretty this deer meat is. Pour a little more water on top of it. Salt it, pepper it, and we'll put a little bit of Dale's just right on top of the meat and let it run off. Or maybe we'll pour all the Dale's. How about that? Then a little more pepper, a little more salt. Put some red pepper flakes in there. And we'll let that sit a few hours and come back and add the rest. Alright, well, it's time to add the rest of the stuff to our roast. So I went ahead and already got some water boiled. I'm just going to add my gravy mix to my hot water. And then we're going to add that in there to have some extra gravy to put on top of our rice. I just get one pack of cheap brown gravy mix. Whisk it in there really good. And then I'll just pour it on in here. Kind of see how the meat is looking. Alright, now I'm going to add my can of potatoes and can of carrots. You can add whatever you want. This is just what my kids like. And I do drain the juice. Of course, I'm going to add more salt and more pepper. Put the lid back on, and later this evening we'll be ready to go. By that time we'll probably have cooked this roast on low about 8 hours, so it ought to be real good and tender by then. Alright, so I told y'all earlier we like to eat our deer roast over rice. I grew up on rice. I eat a lot of rice. I love rice. So I'm going to make the rice, get it started. This is how I make rice. You make your rice how you want to make your rice. But if I want 2 cups of rice, I'm putting 3 cups of water. So I get my water boiling. Now when this water comes to a boil, I'll add my 2 cups of rice. And then I will stir it a bit. I'll drop that heat down to about medium low. And let it go about 10 minutes, it'll be ready. Look at this. Let's see how the meat's going. Look at that. Yep. Alright, got this water coming up to a boil, so now I'm going to go ahead and add my rice. Three cups of water, 2 cups of rice. That's what I do. And I bet y'all didn't know I was going to add some salt. And something else I do, don't ask me why, I don't know, just want to. A little olive oil up in there. Just makes me feel better. Now I'll get this coming up to a boil again, then I'm going to cut it down, cover it. 9 to 10 minutes, it'll be ready. Cover it up. There we go. 10 minutes later, we're going to have perfect rice for a perfect deer roast. Alright, the rice is done. Looks like perfect rice to me. Okay, now we're not going to wait any longer. We're going to go ahead. Some family members put it in plates, some put it on bowls, whatever. If you do a plate, make sure you got a deep dish plate. Get the ladle, get some of that juice. Now I've been told this is the best deer roast ever. And I probably agree. Alright, get some of them potatoes. Look at that. Perfect deer roast. Alright, let me get this to the table for Michael. It's what he wanted for dinner tonight. So this is what he gets. Thanks for watching. We'll put everything down in that I used, and like I said, add whatever spices or seasonings you want. It'll all be good as long as you have a good cut of deer meat. This is how we like ours. Thanks for watching.